started things off. Today we're going to be doing a cooking vlog, and here we go. First, you take your pepper, you cut it into 4 parts, and just to start off, and then you open mushrooms, or rather like a pack of mushrooms. You open it, and then we get cutting with the mushrooms. Alright, so this process is gonna take the longest, but here you go. You're gonna just take out these excess things that you don't need from the mushroom that you then start to remove. So then once you do that, you are done. Alright, you're almost done with the mushrooms, and then now you're just going to continue to remove all the excess. You're going to remove the from the mushroom and finish the entire pack, and then from there we just throw away all the things that we don't need, of course, and then get started with the chopping and the cutting of both the pepper and the mushroom. So then again, you remove the excess things that you don't need from the pepper, and then we can get started with the cutting. So then you cut the pepper into small or rather medium pieces. So let's do medium pieces, and you're just gonna finish all the 4 blocks that you had, make them into medium pieces when you're cutting them, because the salad that we're making, I think it's good that we have big pieces. Alright, after that, as you can see, you then take red onion. In this case, I decided to go with red onion. You then take it and you remove the excess things that you don't need from the top and also from the bottom. And then once that's done, you're gonna take your onion and remove peels that you don't need, of course, from the onion, and you're gonna cut it in half. And then after that, get cutting with the onion. So yeah, so then here I am, I'm just taking the pepper and I'm chopping it into medium pieces into a bowl. Sorry, I didn't tell you that you needed a bowl. So take a bowl and then cut all of your pepper into like medium size, and then put them into a bowl once you're done, and then continue to cut your mushroom and your onion. Alright, now that you're almost done with the peppers, put the peppers into a bowl like I said earlier, and then now we're going to get cutting with the mushrooms. So with the mushrooms, I've decided to then just also do a medium cut. I didn't want them too small or too big, so I'm cutting them into medium pieces, or slices rather. Alright, now that you're almost done with the mushroom, you then put them into a bowl, and then let's just finish cutting out all the mushrooms on the sides, as you guys can see over there, just outside of the cutting board. Alright, then up next is the onion. We then take the onion and we also cut it into very small pieces, only because I don't like the taste of big onion in my mouth for some reason. So I like seeing it, but I don't like tasting onion in my mouth. So I'm gonna cut it into very small pieces so that we can add it to the salad that we're about to make. As you guys can see, the pieces are pretty small. Yeah. And then take your second half and then just do the exact same thing. Cut it into various thin slices, and then cut it into even smaller pieces rather. Alright, now that we're done with the onion, we're then going to take the onion and put it in a pan. I put oil inside. You can use whatever oil you like to use. I think I used sunflower oil. And here's the pan, and just put everything in. I'm just now letting the onion settle. And we are now getting into the baby marrow. So with the baby marrow, take off the excess that you don't need from the top and then cut it in half. So this is a style that I usually don't try, but cut your baby marrow in half, like I am doing in the video. So do cut the entire pack this way, and then I'll show you guys what's up next. So once that's done, you then take all of your halves and you make them into even like smaller halves. So yeah, you take the baby marrow that is in half and you cut it in half again, and then you will see how we then cut the baby marrow into smaller pieces as well. Alright, just to make the process go faster or quicker, I then took 4 baby marrows and I was cutting them at the same time, or I literally just made my own judgment on how I cut them, but I cut them into big cuts as well, big pieces, because of the salad that I wanted to achieve. And as you can see on the side there, I have cauliflower, broccoli rather, that I was then also going to use for this specific salad. You guys will see how this will turn out. I'm telling you, it is amazing. Yeah. Right, then take the baby marrow and put it in with the mushroom and the what else did we put? And the pepper. Ooh, look at the onion. It's cooking. The onion is ready. So yeah, just to give it a little bit of a stir, and then we can get going. I'm sorry, look at the angle of this video. My camera was actually falling off at this point, so I'm glad I managed it, and we are back on track. So once that's done and it's cooking, put everything that you put into the bowl, your baby marrow and your mushroom, and we're gonna get mixing. And just look at this, it is really looking nice. And we're just gonna let it fry for maybe 15 minutes. So then now we're just mixing everything together so that the onion it get mixed with the pepper and the mushroom. Yeah. Alright, and after this, I did put a bit of more oil because I did feel like my salad was starting to become dry in the pan. So then I just made my own judgment of how much oil to put. So I really can't even tell you the measurement of oil, but rather I would say 2 tablespoons you can put in there to just sort of support the salad. Ooh, oopsie. Alright, and I did also sprinkle a little bit of water for some reason. I have no purpose of putting in some water there because the pot was not burning or the food. So literally, but you know what? It all came together and it looked and it was really, really nice, I must say. And I just took the lid and I closed it and I left it on the pan to cook for the remaining of the minutes. Then after we took broccoli and cauliflower and we then put in a separate bowl and I washed it. And then up next we then I then took your normal onion and I was starting to cut it because this was then going to our mince. So I was also making mince as well that I was gonna use. So then I just cut my onion because I was gonna use it with the mince. So yeah, also same thing, cut it into very small pieces because I don't like the taste of onion in my mouth. Ooh, look at that. So everything is starting to cook and everything is starting to look good. So this is definitely after like 8 minutes, 10 minutes. And it's really looking good, I must say. So I'm just mixing it up just to give it like a little bit of life, but it's looking good, I must say. So then after that, I'm just sort of moving my camera, guys, every now and then. The pot that you see there is a pot of rice that I put there because rice is being cooked in that pot. And then I just put a bit of spices. So we've got Caribbean spice in there, we've got chicken spice in there, we've got salt as well in there, not salt, beef stock, which I just put now. Yeah, so those are the spices that I have put in there just to give it a little bit of that thing, really. I did put a bit of parsley as well, very, very like even less than a teaspoon of parsley. And then of course just give it a nice mix. Everything is cooking, everything is looking good, I must say. You don't need to put a lot of oil like I did here. I was not sure this would be the turnout, but yeah, make your own judgment of how much oil to put depending on how big you make this salad or small. All right, the salad is looking very, very nice, I must say. Everything seems to have been cooked by now. So this is definitely after 15 minutes. Your food is starting to cook and it's looking ready. Look at the close up, guys. Look at the close up. It's really looking nice. All of all of the salad itself is just giving. I'm sorry I didn't show you guys how I cut the carrot, but here are the carrots in. I put them in with the salad, and it's just to give it a little bit of color, just also give it a bit of life. So I then took the carrot, you peel it, you cut it in half, and you sort of like cut it into quarters, sort of give you this shape. So once it's in a half, you cut it again into a quarter and you get this shape. So yeah, guys, it's looking lively, I must say, and it's really looking good. Yeah. All right, back to this. So then now we're gonna take the cauliflower and the broccoli and we're gonna get started. So I'm not sure if you guys can keep up with how many salads I've made so far, but I have made 2. So this is the end result of the cauliflower and the broccoli put into a bowl. So now we have your broccoli, and I cut it into very small pieces, and I put a bit of sausage in there just to also give it that color and to give it that vibe. And also now I'm just mixing it up, and I put a bit of vinegar. Now I'm just giving it a bit of a mix with my own hands. So if you're not comfortable using your hands, use a spoon, use whatever equipment or cutlery that you feel is comfortable or convenient when you're cooking and you can use. So I'm sorry I also didn't show you guys the process of when I was cutting my broccoli and also my cauliflower, but yeah, here you are. You then take a little bit of sugar. I'm not even sure why I put sugar in there, but yeah, man, just for fun. I also then put mayonnaise. As you guys can see, it's becoming a bit dense. I put mayonnaise in there. You can use literally whatever mayonnaise you have at home or whatever mayonnaise you like to use. So you can also see there's a bit of a Greek salad there, which I will then use. It just gives it this really, really nice taste. And you're probably thinking, why put Greek salad and vinegar into one bowl? Try it, and then just leave a comment below on how well this tasted for you if you had tried it. So all I'm putting in here now is more mayonnaise. So literally use whatever mayonnaise you have at home. I'm not sure what mayonnaise I'm using right now. I was gonna just give you the name. Yeah. Ooh, look here. Like I said earlier, we are going to be making some mince. Here is the mince output, and it's really looking good. So back to the rice that you guys saw in the previous video. This is just the prep for the rice. So then I'm not sure, you guys will have to make your own judgment of how many cups you put of rice. We're a big family here at my house, so then I usually need to put more than 4. cups of rice, and then once you're done, just take everything, put water inside and put it on a stove. Make your own judgment of how well cooked you like it, depending on how you actually like your rice done. So yeah guys, we have come to the end of the video. I will then show you guys pictures of what everything looked like on a plate so that you guys get an idea. Look at this. I think this was very well done. The salads look great. Yum yum.